Ocoee, Florida? Is this actually a real place? Okay, you've clicked on this video. You probably thought the name of the city was Ocoee. It's not. It's Ocoee. Here we are. We're on the west side of Orlando. And today, if you live here now or you're considering making this crazy, funny sounding name place your possible next home, you're going to want to watch this video because I got to tell you, as a local 20-year real estate expert, I've heard more folklore, stories, and fake news about this particular market than almost any others. And I gotta tell you, as I've looked around the YouTube landscape, I don't see many videos featuring this unique town. But today, you found the first one. It's not the first one, it's at least the official one. And you're so lucky you found it because we're gonna talk about the pros and cons, the latest news about what's going on in this marketplace, what it's like to own real estate here. All the secrets are coming out. And as I smash into the history of this great city, jump down below, smash the thumbs up, mean a lot to me. Let's get into the update. Ocoee, Florida has a rich history dating back to the early 1800s. The area was originally inhabited by the Timucua people. Timucua people. Should we just say the area was originally inhabited by Tim and the gang? But by the mid 1800s, European settlers began arriving, drawn by the fertile land and abundant resources. And again, if you've watched my channel, this is much the same history throughout Florida. Irrigation started to be cut through the state, and then things started to grow, and with intention, gardening would take place, and citrus, and all kinds of other things. But let's get back to the update. The name Ocoee is derived from a Cherokee word meaning apricot vine place. It's a nod to the indigenous roots and natural beauty of this area. The city of Ocoee was formed as a small agricultural settlement supported by local citrus and vegetable farming. Following the end of the Civil War, a number of settlers moved into the area, including Captain Bluford M. Sims, who established the first citrus nursery in the United States. And would you know there's a street named Bluford in Ocoee? I know you knew that. Now fast forward to the late 1800s, there was a guy named Dr. J.D. Stark. That's right, after famed Stark Lake, this gentleman came in and started doing citrus nurseries, and his efforts as a prominent settler in his own right turned Ocoee into a citrus hub for decades to come. Now, sadly, we have almost 50,000 people in Ocoee that call this place home, and it's departed widely from its original citrus roots. It is more or less a suburb of the hub of Orlando where people find value in living here. There's a lot of demand for this particular city year after year for the reasons I'm going to share with you here in a moment. Even with our departure from gardening in the citrus industry, Ocoee still has beautiful outdoor settings in several beautiful parks, perfect for the outdoor enthusiast. Bill Breeze Park, with its stunning views of Stark Lake, is a favorite spot for families. You got playgrounds to enjoy, picnic areas, and walking trails. Another great park is Prairie Lake Park, where you have expansive green space, beautiful time on the lake there, and something I'm particularly fond of, they have disc golf. And this particular park, which I haven't played it yet, I'm told it has several par threes, but the rest of the park is ideal for jogging, cycling, and family outings as well. Now, Ocoee offers plenty of entertainment options as well. You have the AMC Oaks 14, which is a popular destination for movie lovers. And for active fun, there are trampoline parks and sports complexes where both kids and adults can have a great time. Ocoee's neighborhoods are diverse and welcoming as well. You'll find a variety of homes, from charming single-family homes to modern townhomes. Community amenities here are top-notch with pools, clubhouses, parks, enhancing the living experience. Now, as you can see, Ocoee is a friendly, active community with plenty to do. But one of the things I'm most excited about is Ocoee's downtown revitalization. And while yes, this is a process in motion, Ocoee is clearly taking Winter Garden's lead with their Plant Street setup to make a great place for families to have fun and enjoy the evenings and the weekends around the lake here in Ocoee. And there's a lot of restaurants I could talk about, but I have to talk about just one, my favorite in Ocoee. And I don't live in Ocoee, I'm in Winter Garden. I get my pizza from Joe's Pizza. This isn't a plug, I'm not being sponsored by them, but I will say, I heard a lot of people that are from New York, from New Jersey say it is the best pizza in this side of the Central Florida marketplace. It's won a ton of awards, and if you're in or around Ocoee, you have to check it out. My go-to is the margarita, and I think it's utterly delicious. So we covered the history and what's to do here in Ocoee, but let's talk about the pros and cons. What is it actually like to live here? What are the upsides and what are the potential downsides so that you can rule out if this area is right for you. The number one pro is affordable housing. Ocoee offers more affordable housing options by the price point compared with the surrounding nearby cities. Number two, great community amenities. The neighborhoods here have excellent amenities like parks, pools, and clubhouses. Number three, it's family friendly. You have a family friendly atmosphere with great schools and reasonably safe neighborhoods. And as I will say with any video, make sure you consult crime maps and talk to the local police department for any type of specific questions relating to this area. Number four, it's got a great proximity to Orlando. It's close to Orlando's attractions without being in the heart of the hustle and bustle. And number five, accessibility. Ocoee is well connected by major highways like the 408 and the 429. I will tell you, in dealing with relocations year after year, no matter where people work in town, Ocoee oftentimes puts itself in the drive distance category. If someone says, I want to live no further than 20 minutes, Ocoee can sometimes pop up no matter where in town the person is looking to live, because Ocoee just happens to be sitting right on top of one of the smoothest east-west trips and one of the smoothest north-south freeways in all of the Orlando metro area. So no matter where the folks in your household work, this tends to be very commuter friendly for everyone involved. All right, we've hyped up this place. We know the pros. What are the cons, Jared? Give them to me. Well, I'll say number one, traffic. Like many growing areas, Ocoee can experience traffic congestion, especially during peak hours. Number two on the con side, limited nightlife. While there are plenty of family-friendly activities, nightlife options can be somewhat limited for Ocoee. Good thing there are freeways nearby. Ongoing construction. Revitalization projects mean that there's some ongoing construction, which can be a minor inconvenience. And number four, a mixed housing market. Ocoee has a mix of lower end, very affordable houses and also mid-range and beautiful luxury end homes, all in a somewhat small community area. I will also say that Ocoee lacks commercial cohesion. When you consider the shopping centers, there's a little less architectural continuity. You see some of these communities where all the shopping centers are well done, they match the neighboring one, and some they just don't have that dead match. If that's something you seriously desire, it's not everywhere in Ocoee, but I would say 70% of it probably fits that category. And that may be a con for you. But let's drill down. What are the real estate options in Ocoee? Number one, they're most likely going to be resale homes, not new construction. Ocoee has been largely developed already. There's not a lot of open land for builders to build on, so they've really largely moved on out of the area. You're going to see a very minimal amount of new construction offers in this area. A quick scan of the last 90 days shows that the median house price, that means of all the homes that sold, what's the dead middle? $310,000 is the median price. And what does that get you? That gets you an older 3 or 4 bedroom single family home. When I say older, probably 60s, 70s, as some of the parts of this area have older, smaller homes available to purchase, which is why people are still buying here. And it's relatively safe. On the other hand, $310,000 also buys you a newer 1,400 to 1,700 square foot townhouse. And that might be a property that just shares a wall with a 2-car garage and the place looks nearly new. But if you pull back and you look at the market at large, the marketplace really starts around $300,000 and goes up to around $700,000. Obviously there's outliers on both ends, but that's where the majority of house trading goes by price point. And I will say the homes on the $600,000 to $700,000 range, they're beautiful. They're well upgraded. They have nice sized lots, and you get all the convenience of that location here in Ocoee. Now, not only am I an incredibly experienced, nearly 20-year expert in the Central Florida marketplace, but I'm also considered Ocoee's eHarmony of real estate. That's because I match perfect buyer with the perfect seller. So if you own a home in Ocoee, you're thinking of selling, I have buyers for this area steadily reaching out to me. And if you're a buyer looking to buy in Ocoee or the Orlando market, I've got you covered as well. So if you're looking to make a move in the Orlando marketplace, remember, I've got the right match for you because I'm virtually a real estate Cupid. Now, if you've watched this far and you haven't smashed the thumbs up, please do that now for me and drop down in the comments. And if you've looked around in Ocoee or you live there now or in the past, drop some remarks and your thoughts about this city. And secondly, give me your recommendation on which Central Florida city I should do an update on next. Lastly, I just listed this 1-story pool home, guard gated community in Ocoee, loaded amenities, high pride of ownership. Check it out. Tell me what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching.